Hey there, Adina here again. If you're dealing with chronic pain and you are wondering why it won't go away, especially long after an injury or a surgery, you are in the right place. Today, we're getting into the nervous system trap that keeps pain lingering. This is part 2 of our What is Pain series. So if you missed part 1, definitely check out that for the breakdown between acute versus chronic pain. Now, just a quick recap though, pain is a normal part of life. It is how your body tells you that something needs attention. But when pain sticks around for months or even years, that's not normal. So what's going on? Well, that's what we're going to be diving into today. Here's the big issue. Your pain may no longer be actual tissue damage. It's about what your brain thinks is happening in your body. I know, some people get really offended when they hear this. Are you saying the pain is all in my head? Well, no, I'm not saying that it's all in your head, but I'm saying that your brain is misinterpreting your pain signals, which is in your head. And this misunderstanding is what's keeping you stuck. Dr. Lormore Mosley, who's a physical therapist, is a leading pain researcher, and he put it this way: pain doesn't depend on what's happening in the tissues. It depends on what your brain thinks is happening in the tissues. So if your brain is believing that you're in danger, even when you aren't, it will keep sending pain signals. And this can happen long after, again, an injury should have been healed. Now let's get into central sensitization, aka the nervous system trap. This happens when your nervous system gets hypersensitive to pain and it won't shut off. Think of it like a car alarm that keeps going off even when there's no danger. It's annoying and it's very unnecessary. Research has shown that if pain persists for too long, like about 6 to 12 months, it actually moves to a different part of the brain after 12 months. A study on chronic pain showed that after a year, the pain stopped being processed in the sensory part of the brain and shifted to the limbic system, which is your emotional portion of your brain. This means now your pain is tied to stress, anxiety, and fear, not just some physical injury. And so this explains why so many people say, I've tried everything, but nothing works. If you're one of those people, then you're probably dealing with this problem. And so this is because your brain and your nervous system are stuck in protect mode, even when they no longer need to be. So how do you know if this is happening to you? Well, here are some common signs of a stuck brain. One is that the pain lasts long after an injury is healed. And so we're going to say 6 months or more, and you're still in a lot of pain. Another is pain spreads to other areas of the body that were never injured, but they're feeling just as painful. Another point is that gentle touch feels painful. That's called allodynia. So even soft clothing can hurt when you're hypersensitive. Another is that mild pain feels extremely painful. That's hyperalgesia. That's when you just bump a little bit, but it hurts like crazy. And then again, if your pain gets worse under your stress, levels of high anxiety, or even lack of sleep, that's an indication. So if any of these sound familiar, your nervous system might be stuck in high alert mode. The good news, you are not powerless in this. The good news is that you can retrain your nervous system to stop overreacting to pain signals. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a few starts here, okay? So number 1, literally, get moving, even when it feels uncomfortable. Avoiding movement out of fear actually makes your pain worse. There's even a word for it. It's called kinesiophobia. And that's the fear of movement. But movement is how we tell the nervous system that, hey, we're safe. Gentle movement is better than no movement at all. And You can try things like water therapy. You can just start walking or slow stretching. Start small and then just build up your tolerance. Every little bit helps. And I promise you, if you sit and you keep sitting still and you're not moving out of this fear, things are going to get worse. Your body needs the circulation and your nervous system needs to experience movement and not see it as a threat. That's what's going on, okay? You are designed for movement, and so that is what we're going to encourage you to be doing. Even Adam and Eve were put in a garden and told to work the garden. We are designed for movement. Number 2, strength training. Yes, even if you're having pain, lifting weights isn't just for bodybuilders. A study found that strength training actually reduces the chronic pain sensitivity. Why? Because when you have stronger muscles, they support your joints and they send positive signals to your brain that movement is still, again, safe. So start with light weights or resistance bands. Do not be afraid to move, you all. Even doing isometrics, like 10 times 10 count holds, wakes up the muscles, and your muscles will start to relearn their role. Focus on proper form, okay, and slow, controlled movements. Get a physical therapist to help you start working through some of these motions. Even small strength gains can make a big difference in your pain level. And number 3, manage your stress, because your brain and body are connected. If pain is stuck in your limbic system, that emotional center that we talked about, then guess what? That means that stress, anxiety, fear, and then you add lack of sleep are going to make your pain worse. Learning how to manage your stress levels is key. Now, these are some tips. Take a warm or tepid bath with Epsom salt. Tepid means 60 to 100 degrees. What this does, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, and that's the part of your brain that is responsible for relaxation, leading to a decrease in your stress hormones and a feeling of calmness. Add drops of lavender oil and, of course, throw in those Epsom salts that everybody talks about. Another tip, listen to calming music. Slow, soothing, classical music, think Mozart, Debussy, or Chopin, can actually help dial down the stress hormones and bring on a deep sense of calm. Basically, it's like a natural chill pill, but without the side effects. Another tip, go and breathe some negatively charged air, like take a walk in the woods or go to the ocean. Why? It's the negative ions. And the negative ions in the air are found by water and in the forest, and this increases oxygen to your brain and helps the brain to calm itself down. So this calms your anxiety levels down, and it's going to boost your serotonin, which is your happy hormone, which is a natural help with your painkiller. Another tip, phone a friend. Be other focused. Distraction therapy, it works. This releases endorphins, which will reduce your stress and help you to reduce your pain as well. Prioritize good sleep. Your body heals at night. So consider using light therapy to reset your circadian rhythm. I'll have more to say about some of these types of tips, but sleep is critical. And if you want a few tips to start, I'm going to put a link in the description for 7 lifestyle changes for restful sleep. And I will definitely do a future video on additional sleep tips, because I know this is a huge problem among everyone, my patients, my family, people with chronic pain. So I would like to address this in a future video. Another tip is for you to reduce your stress triggers. You have to identify what these are and then work to diffuse them, because tension equals more pain. Pain is a whole body issue, but it has become chronic. So it's not just about the injury. Definitely address the injury. Do your exercises. It's how your brain, your nervous system, and emotions are responding to the pain that has been developed into your body. So let's wrap this up. If you're dealing with chronic pain, first of all, just don't accept it as normal, okay? Your pain is real. but understand it is not permanent. Your brain and your body can change, and you can calm down your nervous system, and you can move again, and you can take back control. So comment below, what's one thing you can start doing today to start to take charge of your pain? Like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, because there are more pain solutions coming soon. And if you want a few tips to start, I'm going to put a link in the description for 7 lifestyle changes for restful sleep. And I will definitely do a future video on additional sleep tips, because I know this is a huge problem among everyone, my patients, my family, people with chronic pain. So I would like to address this in a future video. Another tip is for you to reduce your stress triggers. You have to identify what these are and then work to diffuse them, because tension equals more pain. Pain is a whole body issue, but it has become chronic. So it's not just about the injury. Definitely address the injury. Do your exercises. It's how your brain, your nervous system, and emotions are responding to the pain that has been developed into your body. So let's wrap this up. If you're dealing with chronic pain, first of all, just don't accept it as normal, okay? Your pain is real, but understand it is not permanent. Your brain and your body can change, and you can calm down your nervous system, and you can move again, and you can take back control. Comment below, what's one thing you can start doing today? I want you to like and subscribe this if you found this helpful, because there are more pain solutions coming soon. And turn on your notifications so that you don't miss part 3 and part 4. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep moving.